In this video, I'm gonna show you how to convert your resin profile from the Anycubic slicer over to the Lychee Slicer. This video will be especially relevant if you've acquired the new P1 or the P1 Max, two absolutely fantastic printers from Anycubic. In fact, I did a full review you can see here for the P1. A little bit of spoiler, I do really enjoy that printer. So if you're in the market, yes, recommended. Anyway, with that, let's get going. All right, first we got to find the profile in the Anycubic Slicer software. For that one, you're just gonna click on Printer right here, and then I'm gonna select the P1 and the RPG Gray, and then just click on the little pencil icon right here. That's gonna bring up your resin profile. This is one I created quite a while ago when I was first using the P1 before we added it to Lychee Slicer. So now we need to create the profile in Lychee. For me, the easiest way to do that is right here at the top left, you see where it says Resin. I'm gonna click on that one. It's gonna pull up a resin profile. From here, I'm just gonna click this little copy icon also at the top left. From here, I'm gonna select the printer I'm creating the profile for. It already selected the P1, so I'm just gonna click on copy. And now I've created a new resin profile for the P1. Now I'm just gonna go through and make sure that I selected the brand. This one was already set up as frozen, but if it wasn't, you click on the dropdown, select the frozen, just do PH. And then I'm gonna select the name. This is not the Hyperfine, this is the RPG. So just go down and find the RPG right there. And the color is gray. If your color's not there, you can always click on add a new color. If the name isn't there, you can go down the very, very bottom and you can create a custom one. So you do have the option to add custom names if you want, but these ones are there already. There's a little note, so you can put whatever you want here, just to comment for yourself, whatever you want to put in. So now that we've created the profile, we just need to copy over the settings. The very first one here under normal layer is layer thickness. That's listed at 0.03 millimeters. And here, this one is 30 UM, which is actually the same. If I click on the drop down there and change it to millimeters, you'll see it's the same. So I like just UM. I think it's easier than say 30 UM than 0.03 millimeters. It's a mouthful, so I'm gonna keep it on UM. Next one here, we have the normal exposure time. Under here we see we've got normal layers, and the exposure time is 1.5. So I'm actually gonna change that to 1.8 to match. That's how long it's going to expose the layers under the normal layers. And all right, now we got the off time. The off time here is the same as light off delay or wait before print. It's the same thing, and so that's right here. This is called light off delay, and I'm gonna make sure they both say 4 seconds, and it looks like that they do. The next one here is called wait before lift, which is the exact same as wait after print. They're just gonna, after the UV exposure is done, it's just gonna wait a second. I have this set to 0, but I'm actually gonna set this to 0.5 seconds. I like having just a little bit of time there. It gives time for the resin to kind of finish curing before it starts peeling it off the release film. So we're gonna set that to 0.5. Next one we have is wait after lift. This is where it's gonna go all the way up and just pause there for a second. I'm gonna leave that at 0 seconds on both settings. All right, now let's go do the bottom layers. 6 bottom layers, that's already set to 6 on both of them. Nice. The bottom exposure time. This one we have 10 seconds. We're just gonna update that to 30 seconds. It's a lot of exposure time on the bottom. The light off delay, same thing. That's the bottom off time is the same as light off delay. We're gonna set that to 30 seconds here. That's something new that Anycubic recently added. That's the ability to set the light off delay different for the bottom layers than the normal layers. Previously, that didn't exist. Fun fact on that one, I've actually been working with Anycubic on this particular feature behind the scenes for about a year. It's been a lot of fun to try to get the ad in there, and I'm actually really happy it's finally gone live. The first one that's going to be a little bit confusing is the print control, where in the Anycubic Slicer, that's in its own section. And within Lychee, they're kind of embedded in between the normal and bottom layer settings. So the first one is pretty easy. It's just the lift distance under the normal layers. And that's right here, normal layers, lift distance. Just make sure they're 3 and 3 millimeters. This next one's probably going to be the most difficult, but there's a little bit of a hack I can show you in Lychee to make it easier. And that is setting the lift speed and retract speed. The reason why it's a little bit difficult is because in Anycubic Slicer, it's done by millimeters per second. In a Lychee Slicer, it's default to millimeters per minute. Personally, I much prefer millimeters per minute. It's just easier to do the math in my head to really calculate everything than the per second. But I'm gonna show you a little trick to make this really, really easy to swap it over. So within here in Lychee Slicer, you can actually hit this drop down right here, and we can change them 2 millimeters per second, and I'll set it on all 4 of them, the lift and retract for the bottom and the normal layers. Now from here, I can just copy paste the settings over. So lift speed on the normal layers, it's gonna be 0.9, so let's make sure that's 0.9. And then from here, it's 4.2, I can just copy and paste it in there. and then 3 and 1. So let's do 3 and 1. Okay, so now those settings are in here. I can actually click on that and convert it back over to millimeters per minute. And I can do the same for the bottom layers. Make sure we've got 4 and 4 on the lift distance. That's correct. So 4 here, 4 here, 4 there, 4 there. So now we just got to do this one, 0.660. And we'll copy paste that one. There we go. All right, so I got 0.66 on the first stage of lift and the second stage of retract, and 1.66 on the second stage of lift and the first stage of retract, which is the same. Now I convert them back over to millimeters per minute. And I can even come here if I want to, I can kind of update this one. So this one says 39, so probably I'm just gonna round up to the nearest second. I don't like doing things in like microseconds. So I'm just gonna round these up to the nearest. And that'll just make it a little bit easier. And there we go. I think I've done a pretty good job of converting these numbers over to millimeters per minute. And that's it. We're done. We've now converted our setting over from the Anycubic slicer to the Lychee Slicer. Well, mostly. Make sure you hit OK and save your settings, because if you don't, you see all these things are red right here that you can actually undo them. Yeah, make sure you hit OK and save them. And now we're done. So there you go. That is how you convert your settings over from the Anycubic slicer to the Lychee Slicer. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, make sure to hit that like and subscribe. Join us over on the Lychee Slicer Discord if you haven't already. I still see a lot of people trying to get support in the comments of YouTube. I enjoy your comments, but we can definitely help you a lot better over the Discord channel. So if you have any questions, ask them over there instead in the comments down below, because we can assist you much, much better. And anyways, thank you for watching and have a good day.